Hey guys, how are you? Shell right here, and I'm really excited today because I've put together something really amazing that I know you're going to love. It's going to be very useful, very informative, so I want you guys to share it. Keep it in your back pocket because this is great information. So, I started my holistic health journey years ago. I've been a dog trainer for 20 years. So what I've done here is I've put together a PowerPoint slideshow showing you your dogs, your cats, your animal, whatever it is, their endocannabinoid system, and explains it to you a little bit better because, people just don't understand what it is and they don't know, and their doctors won't tell them about it because they don't know. They say there's not enough research, and please listen when I tell you there is more than enough research out there. And I'm getting ready to show you guys some of it. So I hope you enjoy this presentation. It is your dog's endocannabinoid system, okay? So what we're going to start off here is just a little bit of information. Hold on here. Oh, there we go. Okay. So here is just a graph of the 1 and CB2 receptors. So I know what you're thinking. My dog has a what, right? But it's true. Us and our pets have an ECS. That's an endocannabinoid system. It is a self-regulating system of receptors located throughout their body that work in a lock and key relationship. It is involved with communicating with virtually every system in their body. And when I say virtually every system, I mean every system. And you're going to get to see that here in just a minute, okay? Where are these receptors located? CB1 receptors are mainly found in the brain and the central nervous system. CB2 receptors are mostly found in the peripheral organs, especially in the central nervous system, okay? CB1 receptors are found in the brain, lungs, the vascular system, the muscles, the gastrointestinal tract. That is not the right pronunciation for that, but anyway, and the reproductive organs. CB2 receptors are found in the spleen, bones, skin, and parts of the brain. We're going to go over that in a minute. CB1 and 2 receptors, both of these receptors are found in the immune system, liver, bone marrow, pancreas, and brainstem. Okay, so that just kind of goes to show you guys a little bit. It kind of gives you an idea of how huge, how big this system actually is. Okay, cannabinoid receptors are locations in the brain. You guys, if you look at this here, it no pun intended, but it blows your mind, okay? It plays a role in memory, thinking, awareness, and consciousness. It is key to memory and storage recall, plays a role in emotions. It governs metabolic processes such as appetite. It governs motor skills and learning. It governs coordination and muscle control, and it has a lot of them in the brainstem as well. It controls the basic functions, including vomit reflex, blood pressure, heart rate, and plays a role in pain and sensation, muscle tone, and movement. Okay. Wow, right? It's just a lot of stuff. So I put together a little graph here to show you guys. So this is what the cannabinoid receptors look like in our body. And the ECS is a signaling system. It is one of the most crucial systems possessed by all mammals for maintaining optimal health. Okay, endo is short for endogenous. Endogenous meaning something that is produced naturally inside the body. Mind blowing, right? Literally produced in the body, and your doctors and everyone tells you there's not enough research. Bull. There's more than enough research. Okay. Once cannabis and hemp is given to the dog, either orally or topically, the EDS system processes these compounds, and in turn has a large number of psychological and physical effects for several bodily functions in your dog. Okay, it acts as several various pathways through the cannabinoid receptors found on the cells in the body, and you can see that right here, the receptors, the neurotransmitters, all of them are in there. It acts as several various pathways through the cannabinoid receptors found on the cells in the body, brain, central nervous system, peripheral nervous system, and immune system. Then a response is signaled to the ECS, your endocannabinoid system, which influences our pet's mood, sleep, motor strength, and inflation. So with this complex action in our immune system, nervous system, and virtually all of the bodily organs, the endocannabinoids are literally a bridge between the body and the mind. I've got a typo here, crap, sorry. A dog's ECS system works by stabilizing the body's internal environment and regulating its internal temperature, like when a dog starts to pant, to urinate toxins that don't belong in the bloodstream, things like that. Almost anything that our dog does to adapt to changes in its internal or external environments is a way of bringing it back to that it's just right level of homeostasis, right? And the ECS plays a very, very important role in achieving that. Here it goes over the endocannabinoid system, the brain cells, the neurons that communicate with each other by sending chemical messages. The chemical neurotransmitters cross a gap between neighboring neurons before attaching to their specific receptors, okay? The neuron's sending a message by releasing a chemical when it is signaled to do so. You guys, when we're on chemical pills and we put our dogs on these chemical pills, our systems do not operate like this. We can't feel these systems. We can't feel our bodies getting sick. We can't feel our body's signals doing these things that they would naturally do because we're on chemical pills and we should not be, okay? Our neurotransmitters, the chemical messengers that travel from one brain cell to another, receptors, activated by neurotransmitters, receptors trigger a set of events that allow a message to be passed along to other neurons. Cannabinoids, natural chemicals that bind to cannabinoid receptors in the brain and the body. So this is natural stuff here, guys. This isn't something that I'm making up. This is not some woohoo stuff. This is literally scientific evidence and fact right here. And, let me go over this one more thing real quick, and then I'll get into where I was going. So, and THC is the main active ingredient in marijuana. THC, also a cannabinoid, interferes with the normal functioning of the endocannabinoid system. So it also plays a huge role in whether, it's a small amount of THC or not. Our body still needs it for certain reasons. Okay? It is what it is. So CBD, we've all heard about it. What is it? It's everywhere, right? Everywhere, everywhere, everywhere. So sometimes your dog's natural endocannabinoids are not enough to get the job done. In fact, researchers believe the common canine ailments are caused by clinical endocannabinoid deficiency syndrome. Man, that's a mouthful. The inability to produce enough endocannabinoids within the body. That's why this plant was put here, to help and aid in that process, okay? And that's where external cannabinoids come in, such as CBD, meaning it comes from the plant, namely the cannabis plant, the hemp plant. And unlike other pharmaceuticals, CBD affects and treats your dog's pain, anxiety, and more without the harmful side effects, okay? Top 10 reasons to give your dog CBD. I say dog, but it's just because I have dogs, but I have a cat, and it's literally for all of us, humans, dogs, cats, hamsters, gerbils, horses, pigs, everybody. We all have them, okay? So here are top 10 reasons to give your pet CBD oil. 1, it reduces anxiety. 2, it fights cancer. 3, relieves pain. 4, reduces inflammation. 5, it helps the nervous system. 6, helps with epilepsy. Man, I've got my tongue being twisted this evening. 7, helps with joints. 8, fights arthritis. 9, stimulates appetite. It stimulates or can suppress it. So it can do both. I should have put that in here, but I didn't. I lost a lot of weight by getting off pharmaceuticals, my thyroid medicine, other medications that I was on because I was taking medication for my thyroid, and started treating my endocannabinoid system with CBD, started smoking weed, other things, natural things, CBD oil. Of course, what I ate plays a very important role into that, and I worked my booty off. But it can increase or decrease your appetite, basically, is where I was going to with that. So those are just the top benefits of CBD oil, guys. And that's just nothing that, that's not stuff I'm making up. This is stuff, it's proven, it's out there. You can go find this research for yourself. But I put it all together for you in one spot here for you to keep it. So, will CBD get my dog high? No. Cannabis is a plant most people associate with marijuana, a popular recreational drug. We've all done it or we haven't, but, it's referred to as the devil's lettuce. And, I see articles from way back. We were thought to make that marijuana, this plant, was horrible from the get-go for a reason. And it was to get put in a medical system and that's exactly what it is. It's a doctor, it's a business. So they're not going to give you this information. So, the main psychoactive ingredient in marijuana is THC, or I'm not going to try to pronounce that right now because I'm having too many tongue twisters anyway, but you guys can see that word there. THC is one of about 113 cannabinoids found in the cannabis plant and is responsible for causing strong euphoric associated with the cannabis high. I like that high. It makes me feel good. People take pills to do things to get through ailments. I like to take a natural plant to smoke it to get those medical benefits myself without using a chemical pill. So we all have our different methods, okay? However, unlike THC, CBD is completely non-psychoactive, meaning it does not produce any of the effects associated with being high. Okay. In fact, CBD has many medicinal properties that has shown positive results in helping treat everything from pain and inflammation to anxiety, depression, both in humans and animals. Okay. How do I know if CBD oil is safe for my dog? All right. Well, as everyone knows, when something new hits the market, everyone wants to make a buck off of it. Everyone starts doing it no matter how, what, when, the cost, where, what, the quality of their ingredients, they don't care. So this is where you're lucky you found me. I've been researching, and I know from trial and error which ones are best for your dog and how you can tell them from the good and the bad, and we're going to go over those, okay? Agricultural standards vary widely across the globe for this, and it's important to know that the hemp purchased is grown on healthy farmland and is cultivated in a cultivated environment and is safe and clean. That is very important too. Following the passage of the 2014 federal farm bill in the U.S., many states witnessed a significant increase in hemp farming. Thank goodness. To manage, because hemp can replace so many things. I'm talking housing, clothing, paper, so it's crazy to me why we're not using it for all that. So anyway, the federal farm bill in the U.S., many states witnessed a significant increase in hemp farming. To manage this growing agribusiness, states have created legitimate licensing and certification processes farmers must follow, and this provides a layer of safety and accountability that helps to ensure a high standard quality. Okay, first off, please never leave the health of you and your pets in the hands of a vape shop or a gas station, and I cannot stress this enough. I cannot tell you how many people have done that and come back to me and been like, well, this is not working, or I was sick, or it did this, and I'm like, well, can you send me the ingredients and where did you get it? And I'm like, oh my gosh, oh my goodness. Okay. First off, let's talk. Okay. So don't ever do that. Don't leave your health in the hands of a vape store or a gas station or somebody you don't know, or, just, can you take that product back? No, then probably wouldn't get it there. Can they tell you where it was farmed? No, then I probably would not get it there. Okay. So let's go on to quality CBD oil. And you guys, I'm going to, the statements here that I'm making in this Loom video they have nothing to do with Ariel. These are all from my own personal experience and from my own research. So Ariel is not saying that this does any of this. I am saying that from my research, a good CBD oil can get you these results. Okay. So quality CBD oil, one of the quickest and easiest first steps to take when purchasing hemp or CBD products is to inquire exactly where the hemp was grown. If a company cannot provide a simple, straightforward answer for that about the origin of its products, then wise investors, consumers, and businesses, I would look elsewhere. Okay. There should be a third-party testing. You can scan all of our bottles. You can see it on the back of our bottles. You can scan all of them and it will tell you where it was processed, where it came from, the batch number, everything. Can you return the product? How many ingredients are on the bottle? How many ingredients are in that product? Because a good CBD oil has very few ingredients, okay? And they're good, pure natural ingredients. There's not a bunch of additives, okay? Just ask someone who has knowledge, someone who has tried and continues to use the products like me, someone who has done research, and knows what's out there and knows the differences, knows the good, knows the bad. That's me as well. And there's other people out there, there's lots of other people that can share that information with you, but I'm just trying to give you this as an outlet. I'm putting all this stuff out there for you guys to know and be in all one place for you to get. So you don't have to go and do hours and hours of research like I've had to do. So, okay. And there's also, broad spectrum and full spectrum. Do they know that? A lot of gas stations and vape shops don't even know that. And that is a very, very important thing to know. Also make sure it contains CBG. I am a huge fan of all the cannabinoids in the hemp plant, and CBG is one very, very important cannabinoid. It's the mother of all cannabinoids, and we need to be taking it for us and our animals. This is just what I trust. You guys can do your own research. And of course, if you find something that you like and you prefer and it works for you, that's great. But if you're looking for something and you don't know where to go, I'm giving you an option here. Okay. So in closing here, I hope you found some quality information here for you and your four-legged family member. Please don't ever hesitate to reach out to me for anything, to ask any questions, or for more information. I have dedicated my life to researching this plant and all things holistic. It's changed my life. My mother, several other people have told me I've changed the quality of their life. And when you get people telling you that, that's something that literally just changes the trajectory of your life. And it's just, this is one reason why I was put here, to teach, to educate, to help people. And that's what I'm going to continue to do. So please don't ever hesitate to reach out to me with any questions at all. Let's see. This, you can go ahead and read this through yourself. I don't want to get into anything here. I just want you guys to know, I've dedicated my life to helping you and our animals find a more holistic and natural way to get off chemical pills so you can feel better, live your happiest and best life. The system that we were supposed to trust and then we were taught to trust growing up it doesn't work like that anymore. It almost ruined my life. And I had to look at a picture of myself at 260 pounds and just be like, who is that girl? And, take my life back myself. And I can tell you it was not easy. It was not easy at all, but it was so, so worth it. And now changing the lives of my pets and, my family members by doing this and having this education and this knowledge. I love spreading it and helping you guys too. So please use it, share it if you don't want it, or somebody who may need it, share it with them. If you know someone who has a dog and they have, maybe there's things wrong with them and they're back and forth to the vet all the time, maybe that would help them. You guys, my dogs, we put down our 21-year-old dog, Lucy, in February. And dogs just don't live that long. And it's because we feed a raw diet and we've been giving CBD oil to our animals for so many years. So love, peace, and prosperity. I love you guys so much. Please be kind to one another, love one another, and lift one another up. And share this video. And I will see you guys next time for my next one. I love you guys, and I'll see you soon.